Okay. How art thou? Are we good now? I don't know what that was all about. Okay, here we go. How art thou? How art thou? Can you close the door? Okay. So, two things, right? We're going to I'm going to answer two questions, and if you have any other questions, you can ask me in the royal chat. So we're not going to spend all day on here, okay? Versus has two of the best singers. I need to be watching that, okay? Okay? Yeah, 8 o'clock. I'm going to watch Versus. Nah, I really do have to go though. So I can only do an hour on here. But yeah, so how is everyone? How art thou? I didn't really plan too much today, but I received two questions. So the two questions that I am going to answer, I had to look them up in my royal notebook. And then in the notebook, it basically will tell me, yeah, what I like, refreshing my mind on what I had remembered when I did a seminar. Just so happens that one of the questions I did go over in a seminar. The other one I'm going to talk about personally. But yeah, so I'm going to say the first question first. And the first question is, hi Vivian, hi Stacy, how art thou? Nat and Shay, what is going on? Okay, so the two questions. The first question is, how do you network? And the second question is, how do I stay positive and motivated? So I'm gonna do the how to network first, because that's something that I had went to a seminar for. And the seminar that I had went to, they were talking about networking and how to get more people on your side and how you can get them to get more customers and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about that as well. So the thing about networking is, if you are an introvert, it's hard. It's so hard. And I'm telling you from experience how hard it is. It's hard because I am one of those introverts. Even though you may not believe me, but I am. Oh yeah, I am. I am one of those people who like to stay to myself. I don't like to mingle all the time. I don't like to go out to parties and stuff like that. I had to kind of sort of make myself do these things, and it in the beginning it didn't work. It didn't work out at all because I didn't want to do it. I really didn't. Introvert, you're not going to really have a good, successful business if you do not network. So when I went to this, it was like a seminar. I just signed up for a 2-day entrepreneur class being offered here on our military base next week. Cool. Good job. Good job. And that's actually what they told us. They told us to sign up for as many like seminars and webinars as much as you can. You go there or you sign up virtually. At the time, it was more so go there. But the things that were told, oh, phenomenal. It was some great information. Some information I didn't even think about that helped. It also helps you when you are an introvert. So if you're like me and you're an introvert and you don't have much to say when you're around people because you're shy and all of that. That was me. I swear to you, that was me. Nobody don't think it was, but it really was. It was me. I was always shy. I didn't really want to talk around people. If I was at a party or a gathering, I stay to myself. Sometimes I'd be like this on my phone. I don't really like talk to too many people. But the older I got and the more I started getting into business and the older I was, I just had more vision for my life. So being that I had more vision for my life, I had to be a little bit out and get out and start being more active. And that's what made me start doing the seminars and webinars and going to the functions so that I could find out how I can get out of my shyness. So that's why I said, let me get my notes on how, because that was a great question actually, because I did talk about networking, but I really didn't go too far into being an introvert. So how can you have a business being an introvert? Ugh, hard. So it took me years to get to where I'm at. Because in high school, I could tell you like one true good friend that I had. I didn't really have too many good friends, only because I stayed to myself. So because stayed to myself, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. And the one friend that I had, I was mad because she was going out and talking to other people, and I'm like, no, 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 it's supposed to be just you and I. But yeah, that's how it was. Uh oh, hey Angie, how art thou? Charlie and Cheryl, hey. Oh, TL, hey, how art thou? I just talked to you. So yeah, the being a introvert can hinder your business, but I'm here to tell you you can do it because I was like that. How did I get over being an introvert? So first thing I did was um I was I got out of my shell of not wanting to talk to anyone else because I would be like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I could be my own friend. I literally said that before. I could be my own friend. I don't need no friends. That's because too many people in the past hurt my feelings so much. So because they hurt my feelings so much, I really didn't want to be part of anybody in their shenanigans. So I stayed to myself a whole lot. I got older, being a nurse, being an adult, because I was in high school, but being an adult, it just made me think about I want to be a people person. How can you be a nurse and not be a people person? You can't be a nurse and talk to people. So that kind of opened up my shell a little bit more, being around patients and the doctor. And I wasn't just around patients, I was around a whole lot of patients because the doctor I worked for, my gosh, he was so popular, so popular. Everybody in the neighborhood went. And being that I had to do majority, I was the only one there who was licensed to do a lot of the work. So I'm the one who had to speak to just about all of them. I was able to do pap smears. I was able to do the pap smears, surgical procedures. Don't ask what the surgical procedures were. I had to do them. And I worked in an OBGYN office, so imagine. And I did blood work. So the doctor I also worked for did he did um infertility. So I was also an infertility specialist. The infertility specialist, I was the infertility counselor. So again, I had to talk to people a lot. I had to do the classes. That's probably why I'm so good in doing classes. But I had to do classes to teach people how to do their shots, how to be very active so that they can have their babies. And the doctor that I worked for was very successful at it. He was very successful at allowing the patient to know that, you may not, but let's just, put our heart and mind into it. On the other hand, I got very religious with them, and I got very like close with them, and bam, like most of them got pregnant. His rate for at that time, I don't know what he is now, but his rate for getting them pregnant was a good 85%. I can't remember how many people did not get pregnant. If I'm not mistaken, they all got pregnant, but maybe like two or three of them maybe had lost their babies. But I'm telling you, he was good. He was great at what he did, and we together were a dynamic duo, like the nurse and the doctor, dynamic duo. I left that job to go on to bigger and better things. Again, I had to get out of my shell. That introvert did not help my job. So I started working at a hospital, then I did LabCorp, and I went from not even a year, like in order for you to get like the supervisor position, you had to be there for like a year or two. I was there for 6 months and I got that position because I learned and taught myself that I have to speak out. I just loved what I did. So when you love what you do, it comes out and it shows. And that's how I am with my crochet. I love what I do. I don't have to try hard because it shows in how I do it. Um, so you have to love what you do. When you love what you do, a lot of things come naturally. The the thing about what we do as a crafter, a lot of people don't respect us like as if it's our real true job. They think of it as a hobby. And we have to prove to them it's more than just a hobby. It's more to us, more like it's our job and it's our destiny to show you that we can make money, but it's also we could do something that we love and making money off of it. So what I did in the beginning was when I started going to the webinars and seminars, I'm giving you actual notes that I took down when I went to the seminars. So this particular seminar was something that I had went to because I'm an introvert and I wanted to network more. So because I wanted to network more, I needed to know like what are the things that I need to do to speak more and to get more out and to be more vocal. I know you may not think that I am or was, but I was. Believe me, I was very, very, very shy. Didn't want to do none of the above. What I'm doing now, I would never do before. So it says seek referrals. Make sure you get referrals. Ugh, that was a number one thing that I just did not do. It was hard for me to do that, to seek referrals. So basically, I'm asking people who I crocheted for if they can vouch for my product. I never did that. Um, if anything, I would have like maybe a family member or somebody who I gift something to them. I would have them like take pictures or something. But no, I never actually asked them if they could do a what you call it a review. I never did that. I never asked them to post anything. I never did none of that. Um uh oh hey Kristen, head turning chick. And Dana Dane, hey, how art thou? How art thou? Yeah, so testimonies. They say to have your customers do testimonies. Well, I guess that's also depending on what you are doing as well. The seminar that I went to wasn't just for crocheting, it was for business period. So they mentioned testimonies. Okay, maybe have a customer here or there do a testimony about your work. So I want somebody to do a testimony about my work, like how it saved their life and their babies are just they are so much happier with my blankets and that they don't cry as long as they wrap it. Yes, say it, do it. I don't care. Get some testimonies out there. Tell them that you need a testimony about that blanket that you sent that baby, and let them know that that baby stopped crying as long as they had that blanket. It'll work, I guess. I don't know. Be social. Introverts are not really social. Introverts are Introverts, they shy. They're not social. In order to be social, I would do it step by step. I did. I did it step by step. I um I took baby steps. So I joined Eastern Stars. That's a social group. Being in Eastern Stars, I had to speak more to others. I didn't want to, but I did. And I got close to some of them, and I was able to go to different functions because of them. And so that's how I started coming out of my shell a little bit. They said do blogs or vlogs. Well, kind of sort of that's what I'm doing now. So if you want, write more, but make it public. So if you're gonna write, do a blog. You can even use your business page as like a blog instead of going online. You don't necessarily have to do anything online. It could just be around the people that you are talking to all the time. So the people that you are like close with, your family members, like they will see it. They will see your blogs, and I would do it maybe like every week, write something, and then get it out, because when you get it out and they see your name more and more and more and more, then they start referring to you as, okay, she does this and she writes this. And that's how people associate me. They associate me with not just crochet, but how nice I am, how I teach, how I graph, how I like, that's how I'm associated, because I'm always pushing out the same things and I'm always doing it consistently. It says seek out opportunities. Oh, okay, so this is easy. I put myself in situations, sometimes I don't know why, but I put myself in situations like challenges, opportunities. I don't know. I never understood the differences between the opportunist and opportunity, because some people look at opportunist as being malicious at times. But I don't think all opportunists are bad. I think that if you are trying to find a way to get out, get your business out there, that's your opportunity to do it. So, a challenge. We did that don't rush challenge. So whatever challenge is out there, have fun and do it. If they have what else she put? Contest. If there's a contest out there, do it. The Joanne's grant, I did it. But yeah, that was like really throwing myself out there, because I had to do a video, I had to do the the a paragraph and pictures and a headshot. Like I had to do a lot. Um, and I just want to say thank you so much, Stacy. When I went back into the back of my brain, because sometimes my brain is jumbled, you have to understand I went through a whole lot. And I have also something called chemo brain and fog brain, because I have autoimmune disorder and I had chemo. And I'm dealing with a lot. I did not remember that you tagged me until I was looking at something and I screenshot it. And when I screenshot it, I realized you did tag me and you were the reason why I applied for that grant, cuz I did not see it before you tagged me. So, I just want to say thank you so much. I applied for it. I did it. I already got my confirmation, and I appreciate you for doing that, because I'm already claiming it. That's mine. Okay. That is mine. So, I'm gonna be one of those 20. I am. Watch. I guarantee you, I'm gonna be one of those 20. Um, create a mailing list. So this is what I did, right? They said create a mailing list with all your customers, and put their birthdays and whatever they ordered, and at the time that they order, if it's their anniversary, you let them know. Like, okay, so I did that, but I only did it with like 10 people, because I just wanted to see how it would come out, and I put it in my Google Docs. When I did that, when I put it in my Google Docs, I was able to what you say, like, it would say such and such birthday came up. So I would send a birthday card. And these are just people that I didn't really know. all the time. These are just random people. So I would send a birthday card. Even if it's through email, just a regular birthday card or a birthday shout out or something like that. If it's an anniversary, or if they bought a blanket or something and it's a year old, I would even send out a message saying, how are you? It's been a year now. How's your blanket? Did you need anything? I would just do that with just those 10 people. Just the 10 people. Even if I got more, I just wanted to see how those 10 people reacted. Let me tell you, those 10 people are still to this day my customers. And that was like, when I did this seminar was May of 2000. This was May of 2015. So they are still my customers, and they still come to me, and they the ones who say, I appreciate it. You contacted me, and I appreciated you letting me know that. And nobody else let us know that. Nobody else, asked how is our product a whole year or 2 years later. Well, I never did either, and no one ever did that to me. But this is what was told at this seminar, and obviously it worked. So now I have a whole lot of customers. And how do I keep up with it? It's something called post.com. I think it's post.com. It's a link. You sign up and you have people go into it, and they'll put their name, their birth date, and their email addresses, and it automatically reminds you. It reminds you of everything, their birthday, anniversary, if you want to put certain notes or something. And so do Google Docs. But the difference is, this is a list of just customers and stuff. So when I give them the link and they fill it out and it goes directly to me, it's an app, and bam, it's like I get an email basically saying such and such birthday is coming up, or such and such anniversary for her blanket is coming up, or I made this outfit for this baby, and the baby was born a year ago. Now the baby's 1. Do your baby need any clothes? Like, it's winter coming up. Do your baby need this? And when I do that, they be like, oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. And that can help as well. So basically, you not just want to keep getting new customers, you want to keep your old customers happy. Keeping your old customers happy will make them remember you. So anytime something comes up, they will always say, oh, you know what? CreativeStitchNDiva, because she's always asking how I'm doing. She's always saying, happy birthday. She always doing this, and they always will think about you. That actually was such a great idea that that year that I did it, I gained more just because they were just so happy, or I guess surprised that I did that. And like I said, these people I really didn't even know. These wasn't people that I knew. These are people I did not really know. They were given to me by a word of advice or something like that. The other thing is, networking is not all about social media. So you do not have to do all your networking on social media. And then I'm going to say it a different way. You don't need to do all of your networking on social media. So it's the same sentence, two totally different ways. Don't always be on social media. Get out and do things. Whether we're in a pandemic or not, they want us to keep moving and keep going and do what we got to do. Do it. Do what you got to do safely, and make sure that you get your business up and going. But also try to do something outside of Instagram, outside of Facebook. Do like, being that I'm in a social group, I have 8 more new people that I am close with. And these are also prospective customers, but not only are they prospective customers, they are very supportive. I don't even like calling them customers because they're sisters. They're like sisters. And they are so supportive that they don't even crochet and they still watch my YouTube videos and stuff like that. So that right there is only because I was social. It's a social group. So because I was social and I got out and I decided to do something else besides just staying in the house and crocheting, that's how I'm able to get 8 more females on the Diva bandwagon, and those 8 people could be potential supporters for others because they refer other people to me. So you see how the snowball effect, how it starts. When you get one person on the bandwagon, then there's more people who hop on, and that is the whole thing about networking from here, and it starts trickling down. That's what you want to do. Attend business events. um, so there's not a lot of business events that you physically can go to, but there's a lot that you can go to virtually. No excuses. I always had the excuse of, oh, I can't go there, it's too far. Oh, I can't go there, I don't have a babysitter. Oh, I can't go there, I don't have the money. I have no excuse anymore. Get on those seminars, look it up, go and search them. Instagram has a couple of people who that's all they do is just business. Even if you want to focus on just women in business, you could do that. But me, I tend to gravitate towards men in business. The reason why is because I believe that women are strong and they're good at what they do, but men for some reason are so respected in the business world and they're given more than what we are given. So I tend to jump on what they're doing just to see if I could do it better. I just try to see if I could do it better. And well, I listen to everybody, men, women, it doesn't matter. But I also like to see what they doing, whatever they're doing. I'm gonna see if I could do it and if I could do it better. Choose a goal, do it, and complete it. So, like I told you before, I've always tried to do every single week a goal and try to complete it. It's either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And then I have like a 3-month plan, 6-month plan, year plan, 5-year plan, or whatever. Beyond 6 months makes me nervous. So I try to do something weekly. And if I could do it weekly and accomplish it, I'm excited. I get excited. Try to do simple goals. Simple goals that are good for like say for instance, if you are an introvert, do a simple goal. What are you going to do to get out weekly? One thing per week. You don't have to go all out. Just do write in your journal, because I hope everyone has a journal. Write in your journal, this week I will make some phone calls to some old customers, or this week I will go online and say hi to certain people so I can network with them. I will so what I did was, I had for this week, my network is to collaborate. So I try to do at least one per month collaboration with someone. My one per month collaboration with someone will help me and possibly that person, so that we can both together get networking together. Uh, a lot of you guys was because of collaboration that I did with Dana and her husband, or Little John, or I did a lot of collaborations. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I've been doing a lot of collaborations with different people, and I'm trying to do collaborations with people who are just not into just crochet, but something crafty, like if they are into dyeing yarn, or a certain type of business skills. Like that's the type of networking that I do, centered around all business and not just one business. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Peasy Peach. Busy Peach. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course. I can never forget Miss Peachy. Um, but it was her and someone else too. I did like a lot of, I did a couple of them. The live that I did with PCB, it was on Instagram though. I'm not talking about the one she did with me. I'm talking about the one I did with her on her show on Instagram. She has a Saturday show. Every Saturday is Saturday mornings shenanigans. That's what I did with her. Um I also did there was another one I did. I forgot what that was. I forgot. But I'm also doing another collaboration with Little John on the 12th. So check that out. On the 12th, she invited me again to her page. And you'll see what we do, what we conjure up. That one was fun though. That one was fun. And it's gonna be better. Better. Way better. Watch. Um know your worth. You gotta know your worth. If you don't know your worth, who else is gonna know your worth? Come on now. You have to know your worth. You have to know who you are, what you're selling, and how it can benefit someone else. You need to know that. Identify controversial icebreakers. Oh, my heart beats so fast when I have to inbox someone. I get so nervous. I get so nervous because it could be someone who um can potentially help. They could help me and it could benefit me. And so if I have to send them messages, I would actually have my son do it. And then he like me. He'd be like, what am I supposed to say? Really? So yeah, still to this day I do get very nervous. I was very nervous with Little John. Um Super duper nervous. And the fact that she is the one who kept inviting me, because I never came to her. She invited me. She's the one who kept asking me. And she's the one who wanted me to go on her live. But I realized it was because she saw my work and she saw my consistency and she saw what I've done. And no matter what, when I saw that she was doing that, then I started asking her questions, and then I realized she was answering the questions. Some people don't have time to answer your questions, so when they answer your questions, take advantage of it and ask their questions. Ask questions, because her 85 or 89, she has a lot of subscribers, almost 90,000 subscribers. So her family, her subscribers, that could be potentially my subscribers, which some of you are. So that helped me. When I did that live with her, oh my gosh. I think that one Saturday, that next day, I was able to celebrate. That Monday, I was able to celebrate because I made it over 1,000. And when she saw that I had over the 1,000, she said she just knew it. She also said that I believe that you deserve way more because you are naturally talented when it comes to this. And to hear it from someone like her, I respect it. She the one who gave me advice on certain things. So I'm just saying this to say you never know. You may be scared, you may be nervous, you may not want to talk to that person, but she human just like us, right? She human just like us. And then come to find out, she's just so sweet. She's a sweet person. And she cared and she gave out information that she didn't have to. And there's a lot of people out there who take their information and keep it because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know the information because they feel like you're going to take it and that you're going to do something with it. You're going to make money and you're going to be better. Now, if that's how they feel, then they have some type of confidence problems. They are not confident in themselves. Because if you're confident in yourself, you could help another fellow crocheter or crafter with something and not have to worry about them taking that information and becoming better than you. I never look at it like that. there's a lot of people out there who do take my ideas, who do take what I'm teaching. Obviously, I'm teaching you. It's just a certain way, certain credentials, certain things that you should and shouldn't do. But there's always going to be somebody out there who wants to do something because their mind is thinking, how am I going to make money? If she's doing it, how am I going to do it? The thing about it is, if you're trying to be like me, or if you're trying to be like someone else, instead of being like yourself, it's not going to work. And I witnessed it. Oh my gosh, I witnessed it. 2013, 2014, 2015, all the way up into current. So I don't worry at all. Even Gail and I, we speak about it all the time. Gail and I speak about how many people we laugh at because they do what we're trying to do and they just don't get it. They don't succeed at it because they're trying to be somebody other than their self. So if you're going to take the information that I'm giving, take it, appreciate it, get the information. Just don't be like me. Try to be like you. Be like yourself. Take the information and make it good for you, no one else. Because you know what hurts me? What hurts me is when I befriend you and I do what I have, like give what I have. I give a lot. But sometimes when I give a lot, that's taking advantage. A lot of people take advantage of that. They take advantage of me giving and giving and giving and giving. I, to this day, didn't get not $1 from one person. It's a one person. I gave, supported, and now this person is taking my information and making it their own information, like as if they decided to do what I'm doing right now this very second. It hurts only because, like I said, I I would, say hi, how are you? What's going on? Support this person. Bought merchandise from this person. And never, not one time did this person buy anything from me. Nothing. So it bothers me. But I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm just going to keep going and keep pushing and keep doing what I do because I'm me and this person wants to be me. So it's not going to work out. It just doesn't work out. When you're trying to be like somebody else, especially when you only know me from the screen, you cannot be like me. You don't know what's up in this head. You don't know what's up in my head. My head is always twisting and turning. Believe me. You will never get into this head because sometimes I don't even know what's in this head. Overcome introversion. Overcome introversion because introversion cannot help you with your business at all. You really do need to take baby steps. I would say if you are doing something, just take baby steps. Try to talk to someone through Messenger. Hi, how are you doing? I like this, I like that. Maybe not even personally. Maybe just comment about their art on a post. Comment. Hi, this is so nice. This is really nice. I really like this. And you just keep doing that because the more you do that, the more that person see, and then maybe you guys can collaborate, or just talk just by you two talking with each other. That's how I started with a lot of people, just by saying that is really nice. Like I really like it. And to be honest with you, I don't say it a lot at all. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't say your work is good a lot. I should though, but I don't. You know why? I think it's more so because I don't know. I can't even answer that. I don't know. But all right. Find a reason to follow up. Oh, that goes back to the customer. Find a reason to follow up. Go birthday, or if you see them online saying they're not feeling well, they're sick, find a reason to go follow up, asking how are they doing, are you okay. If you do that, it means a lot. It really does. Me, I'm just naturally like that. I don't need you to be my customer. I'm just like that, period. So if I know that you're not feeling well, for some reason, I just feel it. I feel when someone tells me that they're not well, or I feel if you're telling me that you're hurting, I feel it. And it's crazy because I can feel my heart beating. I can feel myself getting teary eyed. Sometimes I'm really glad that we're behind a computer screen because I get really emotional. And that is like a connection that I have. And it helps me also to feel a person. Like, if this is the person that I really want to associate myself with, is this a person that I need to watch out for? I use my feelings sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Um, but if, just follow up with them, see how they doing. Don't be negative. Don't be selfish. Don't be negative, meaning don't always have something negative to say. Be positive. When you are being positive towards someone and they're saying something online, as long as you're being positive and being a grown woman about it. A grown woman. We all on here are grown women. So if you're a grown woman about it, then that other person is going to respect you and possibly be a grown woman about it as well. I never told the story about myself and BZY. I think I told a little bit about it, but to tell the story about Busy Peach and myself, that was some grown women right there. She is very classy, and that's how so many people respect you, when you're very classy and not trashy. No drama. I have drama for days. When I first started this whole Graphghan thing and all the all of the groups that I had, because we had very big popular groups back then. And the group that we had was like 12,000 people, and it was more like, it was just crazy how many people it was back then. And it was overwhelming. And the drama, oh my gosh, the drama, it was so much drama. I got drama for days. One day I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do crochet drama to tell you the drama we had. I think I told y'all one drama, and that's only because I saw her recently. But yeah, there's so much drama in these groups, so much drama in crochet, and crochet is supposed to be therapy. But I think a lot of the drama, I used to say it came from young people. No, I think a lot of the drama comes from just people who just don't have anything else better to do with themselves. They may be home and just on social media and just watching and plotting. Some people just don't have nothing else better to do. Leave them alone. Let them dwell in their own sorrows, and don't worry about collaboration or networking with them, because there's so many other people out there that can definitely help you. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. I was afraid. Man, I was afraid. I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't want to ask anyone for anything, but I would do it. I would send messages and I would say, "Hi, how are you? I just wanted to know if we could network or if we could collaborate, or if you would mind if you could look at my stuff and consider me for your article." And da da da. I would write it and then click. I swear I used to do that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It's either they replied or didn't reply, or if it was an automatic system, man, my heart would be beating real fast. And I'm like, okay, I did it. And I used to say, I'm going to do at least 2 a week. Now I do more than that. Now it's nothing. But back then, I was so scared. I would get sweaty and everything. That was hard. Be original. Be original. Don't try to be like what somebody else is, because, honey, you're not going to go too far. You're trying to be something that you're not. Everything that I see that you create, I'm not talking about no specific person, I'm just talking in general. Anything that I see that you're creating that is emulating someone else, That's not being creative. That's not being you. If you're doing something that someone else has. So say for instance, if you're deciding to do Graphghans and you want to do Graphghans and this is your niche, do it. Do Graphghans. But don't do every single Graphghan that I do or every single Graphghan somebody else do. Come up with your own ideas and your own ways and different borders and different shapes and different things. Do that. Don't do what everybody else is doing. If you're gonna do a dress or if you're gonna make dolls, or if you're gonna do this and do that, then do it. But do it in your own creative way. Be original, because when you're copying off of someone else, that means you're not being yourself. So that means if someone else want you to design something or make something, you have to find out what that person is going to do on that situation, because here you are trying to be like somebody else. You're not going to get to the target because you're trying to be like somebody else, and you're going to screw up your customer. And this one more. Be generous. Be generous, sharing tips, referrals, and leads with others. So, I'm starting to change my mind. Because it's almost making me feel like doing this whole entire free thing is causing people to go absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I guarantee you in the next couple of weeks I will be doing a whole new different platform, because I cannot trust certain people. So I used to give my graphs out for free. Like literally in the group, in the files. You could definitely click on that PDF and you could have it. I used to do it. When I had people steal it from me and claim it was theirs, that's when I had to stop doing that. So it's always somebody out there who can screw it up for others. But I'm also looking at it as an opportunity, because here I am giving you information that I researched, information that I paid this seminar for, and information that I do all the work for, and giving it out for free. I have no problem doing it. But it's the people who take their information and make it their own. They don't even give credit where credit is due and try to be like someone else. That bothers me. So I am just going to say I have no other choice but to move on and do something bigger and better. But I have to know my worth and be compensated for it. So even though I wanted to do this for those who can't afford it, I have to do what I have to do. And I have to allow myself to realize that I have to go a step further in order for me to progress. In order for you to progress, we have to move up. And I have no other choice but to... I signed up for Patreon. Let me just say that. I signed up for Patreon, and I'm going to start doing my patterns in video form. And I'm also going to do certain classes, video form. And that's just how I'm going to have to do it. I can't give everything out for free because people take advantage of it. I would love to help those out there who want help from me, but I can't do it if you keep having people like, oh, I can't believe it. Like, sometimes I feel like crying because it's just so sad. It's really sad how you think that someone is out there who really wants to help, but you can't want help if you're just going to keep taking information and taking that information and making it your own. How can you want the help? How can you do that? I don't know. I thought I would be graphing, but for some reason I talk with my hands, so I can't graph. That's why this is behind me, because I wanted to graph and talk, but I talk with my hands, so I can't do it. All right, so that's about networking. How I stay positive and motivated throughout all the BS that's going on behind me. How do I stay motivated and how do I stay positive? Let me tell you something. That was never, ever, ever, ever something that was a choice. It was something that I had no other choice but to do, because I have kids, and I have the kids who they look up to me. even if I didn't have my boys, I still have others who look up to me. I want to be able to make a difference in whatever I went through. I want to be able to make a difference. And if I need to stand up and no matter what, be Shanna, that warrior that everybody seems to call me, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna man up and do it. So, how the hell did Shauna get out of being homeless and still be able to smile? How can I um get out of the 12-year relationship that I had that was so brutal and horrible and still be able to smile? How can I go through the many things, the stuff that I'm going through right now, and still be able to smile? Because I'm alive. Do you know how many times I was not given that choice, but I have the choice now. I could be healthy. I have the choice to be happy. I have the choice that some other people don't have a choice. So I'm going to say, how do I stay positive and motivated? Just thanking God for at least getting me up that next morning, having a roof over my head, having family to support me, to be able to say that I have a business versus someone who's trying to still get a business, to be able to say that we don't have to worry about food. We don't have to worry about a lot of things. The little things is always somebody who's going through something worse. It's always somebody. So I try to think about it like that. Even though I may be going through something, there's always somebody out there who's going through something worse than you are. I have so many supportive people around me that always say, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how can you get up in the morning and smile? How can you still do videos even though you're going through what you're going through? I'm trying to move. And moving is not fun. This whole moving process, I was supposed to be out today and I'm still here. Um how am I able to still do this? Well, I'm still alive. I'm still going to move. It's just a setback. And I have to look at it like that. A setback. Don't mean that I'm not going to move. It just means that it's a little setback. So sometimes your setbacks can be a lesson that you need to learn. Sometimes it's a mistake that you had put yourself into. And that I did a whole lot. I put myself into a lot of mistakes, a lot of lessons learned. And as an adult, sometimes we make those lessons, we make those mistakes over and over and over again. The thing about it was I got out of them. Also, my health. My health has caused me to not want to do crochet. It was a point in time where I stopped because I figured if I can't work a 9 to 5, how can I crochet 9 to 5? How can I say I'm gonna be committed to make somebody's blanket when I can't even make myself feel good, or I'm in pain? So I don't know. I just been the type of person that deals with a lot of pain, mentally, spiritually, physically. I deal with a lot of pain. It's many, many, many times I've been on here in front of you guys in pain. A lot of pain. A lot of times I was in so much pain that as soon as I finished, like I had to go lay out. It was times my hands were swollen, my feet were swollen, and you could like do this and it was in so much pain. And I was still on here. Why do I do it? Because I'm still alive, and I'm still here, and I still have people who support me. And um believe me, if I was in serious, serious, serious pain and I couldn't handle it, I wouldn't be on here. But the fact that I was able to handle it and still be able to do my obligation and complete those goals, I just feel like as long as I complete those goals, it completes me. As long as I can complete um my my mission. So my mission for life is to not have to worry about how am I going to do this or how am I going to do that. I want my boys to not have to want for nothing. I want my boys to be able to grow up and not have to live check to check. That's my mission. My mission is so that I don't have to worry about working for someone to be happy. I work for myself and I can be happy. My mission is to not ever, ever, ever have to ask Uncle Sam for a dime at all and be happy. My mission is to help others in their predicament, in their situation, and be happy. My mission is to have, I don't want to say it because somebody is probably listening and take my idea, but my missions, I'm doing it in little tiny goals, and each goal that I accomplish is what getting me to where I need to be, and it's working. Just do the little goals. Even if you can't make that 1 week mark, make it a 2 week mark. If you can't make the 2 week mark, you need to go back to day one again and start all over and stop playing yourself. Stop playing. Procrastination got me nowhere because I procrastinated and 12 years passed me. Nowhere. 12 years. I can't even tell you what happened in those 12 years. I can't. I knew how to crochet since my 11-year-old was 3, about 2 or 3. And I just learned how to crochet, and I'm doing better than my aunt who taught me how to crochet, and she's in her 80s. So it's just a matter of how you are trying to focus on what your mission is. What is your overall goal? What do you want to do in the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years? And that was asked to me many, 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 many times. Many times someone actually said, what do you want to do in a year? Some of us can't even answer that. What do you want to do in 5 years? Some of us can't even answer that. You have to ask yourself that. What do you want to do in a year? What do you want to do in 5 years? What do you want to do in 10 years? What do you feel that what you don't have now, what do you feel you will have in those at the end of those years? And going to these seminars and listening to these people say certain things like that, it really, really, really made me think, oh my gosh, I need to get my stuff together. I need to get it together. I need to do this. I need to do that. And the first thing I needed to do was get that omen from away from me, and that was that 12-year bad relationship. I was the girl that always said, if you leave your man and the troubles that he's going through, then you're wrong. I used to say that because I felt that if he was going through something, I was going through it too. If he needed my help, I was going to be there. But then I had to think, would it be the same thing the other way around? Will he be there for me? He say he will, but if I have to ask you, that's a problem. If I need you to help us get from being homeless, first of all, I shouldn't be homeless with a man. That's number 1. Number 2, I shouldn't have to ask, especially if you know what is due in the household. And if you don't know what is due in the household, that's a problem too. So those are the things I had to realize, and I didn't at that time. I didn't. I don't know if I was blind. I think it was more so that I just didn't want to see, because I felt like if I did see, I would be losing out on something. And do you understand? That relationship messed my business up. I didn't have the support because he was not supportive. If he saw this yarn this today, right now, it will always be something. Always be something. So make sure you have someone who supports you. Make sure you have someone who helps you. Make sure you have someone who collaborates with you. Significant other, because there's no way possible you could be a positive person and progress with your life if you do not have that good person by your side who knows right from wrong and who knows what you need to succeed and move on. He didn't know. And still to this day, he kind of don't know. Because if I have to ask you to provide something for your child, that's a problem. That's a problem. So, yeah. How I stay motivated? I keep my higher power in my life. I pray every day, and I just keep on moving, just keep on doing what I have to do, because law of attraction helped for real. As long as I keep saying, like I'm saying, I'm gonna win that contest. I really feel I'm gonna win that contest. If I win that contest, no, it's when I win that contest. That's what you have to say to yourself. No if, when. And yes, Shay, thank God for security. Right, security? Security. Glad you mentioned it, because I was about to, Shauna. Oh, I don't even know what you was about to mention. I have no idea what you was about to mention. No worries. You are more than welcome. I completely understand. My mom has chemo brain issues and suffers from dementia. Chemo brain is no joke at all. Chemo brain is no joke. I actually thought it was a joke. I thought that when they said it, I didn't believe it, but it's no joke at all. Because I have to write everything down. Every single thing I have to write down. If I don't write it down, I'm not gonna remember. Let me see. Do y'all have any other questions? Shauna, you're a great teacher, and I hope to learn more from you. Aw, thanks, hun. Sometimes when I tell people my price, they always say never mind and tell me they can just buy a blanket for that price. Like, yeah, so that's not your customer then. That's not your customer. If they feel like they could buy a blanket from Walmart, let them go buy the blanket from Walmart while you keep making your keepsakes. That's not your customer. Do not follow against somebody, and don't beg them either. Don't do it. Don't lower yourself down to someone like that. Find your niche, your customer. I had to learn that the hard way, because I used to beg. I used to say, well, you're not going to be able to find this at Walmart, and well, since you can't pay the $100, all right, well, I'll give it to you for 80. Yeah, I don't do that no more. They can. I'm not even gonna say it. Nope. I remember that back in the day. I still love your graphs. Oh, you remember that, Lenore? Somebody is on here that remembers that. Yes, Lenore. That was horrible, wasn't it? I left they fruit groups like that. Who are you telling? I probably got kicked out of a few groups like that. When I stopped watching and playing Follow the Leader, I found my own style and signature. Thank you. That's it. That's it. You just gotta follow your own and do it. Do what your heart feel. I'm not saying don't buy the pattern. I'm not saying, don't do because I have a saying like be like Diva or crochet like Diva or something like that. But I mean, you could do Graphghans and still do it in your own style. You could do dolls and do it in your own style. I saw so many dolls that you're doing it your own way, your own style. There's so many different ways out there. Why do you have to be like somebody else? I just never understood that. I never understood that. The collab with you and Little John Yarns. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be on September 12th, Saturday, 2 o'clock. But I'm not telling y'all what we doing. I'm not telling y'all. Me either. I don't do that no more. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. And the thing is, I used to try to be like everybody else, because I was trying to find me. I didn't know. I had no idea. But it wasn't a long thing, because I've always been stubborn. I've always tried to do stuff on my own. I could never do what everybody else was doing, because I had to do things differently. So even if I did copy off of you, I'm gonna change it and divify it. That's what I would do. I would divify it. But yeah, so I don't know. But if there's no more questions, I'm gonna go watch Versus. I'm gonna finish graphing and watch Versus. How about that? I'm going to watch it on my laptop. And then I got a Cookie Monster blanket to finish. I'm almost finished. So I'm going to show y'all the Cookie Monster blanket. But I will not be on next Monday. Sorry. I will not be on next Monday. If anything, I'll probably do a video and upload the video. But I will not do a live. I will not be on next Sunday, next Monday, and next Tuesday. I won't be on tomorrow either. I need a break. 1 whole week. Break. I think I did enough of this for a good while. But no, seriously, I have to move. And I need my attention to be on that. So for 1 whole week, please, 1 whole week. Give me 1 whole week. 1 whole week. Give me 1 whole week. And then I promise I'll be back. And we'll be back better than ever. But yeah, I need 1 more week. So, I don't know. What's DDID? I don't know what that is. I don't know what DDID is. What's DDID? Okay, so you guys have a good night. I'm missing 5 minutes. 5 minutes. No, 7 minutes of this show. I want to see it. Okay, you need it and concentrate on that move. Yes. 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 I need to concentrate on the move. For real, for real. And then when I move, you're going to see it. I'm going to let you see it. My office. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait. My office. Oh, I got an office now. I'm excited. Love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I really do. Dana, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, there's nobody else out there who will support just like you and your husband. Like, that's just awesome. You helping so many people, and not everybody have that. They don't have that support. Like you, Little John, busy. I keep calling her busy. Peach. You guys brought me to a level where I didn't think I was gonna be at, because I knew I was gonna be up, but not on YouTube, not at all. So thumbs up. Thank you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys next week when I'm in my new place. And have a good night. Have a good night. Subscribe, yes. Click the bell. Click the bell.